Hi there, I'm Angus Wright, and I also go by Angus By Design. And this is another day in a personal practice that I call my Satsang of One, where I listen to an episode of the Here and Now podcast featuring Ram Dass. I create a journal about it, I write some quotes down in my personal journal, and I pull an animal oracle card for the purpose of cultivating mindfulness and reflection. I do all of this as part of my own personal wellness recovery action planning and as part of my daily maintenance for my own mental health. Today's episode is called The Path of Awakening, and that's also the first quote. So once you have recognized that there are other realities other than the one you have been familiar with, your life starts to change. I don't care whether you've got it from a joint, whether you got it from trauma, whether you got it from surfing, whether you got it from temple or church, whatever thing you did that took you beyond yourself, whatever it was, if you acknowledged it as real as what you have started from, you are on the way. That is what is known as awakening. That's Ram Dass. And then the next quote is called A Vehicle for Liberation. The game is that you take what is on your plate and you use it through which to become free. Ram Dass. And the last quote is probably one of my favorite ever because it kind of speaks directly to my own brain, but it's under caring for the intuitive heart. Everybody is a redundant mass of information. If you are quiet enough to hear, you will hear it all. You would know everything intuitively, not conceptually. You wouldn't know why you know, but you would know. And if you were trusting the knowing, not the knowing you know, if you didn't need to know you know, but you just needed to know, you would be able to act in a way that would keep you from being surprised all the time. Let me try that again. So everybody is a redundant mass of information. If you are quiet enough to hear, you will hear it all. You would know everything intuitively, not conceptually. You wouldn't know you know, but you would know. And if you were trusting the knowing, not the knowing you know, if you didn't need to know, you knew, but you just needed to know, you would be able to act in a way that would keep you from being surprised all the time. Is that too much? Ram Dass. So, what I love about it is that everybody has a different path to awakening within themselves, right? So there's the act of awakening, but then it really is sort of individualized. And there are different paths to sort of see that. And sometimes it happens through life events, sometimes it happens through, substance use, stuff like that. And then sort of using it like basically, the vehicle for liberation. It's essentially just saying, do with what you have what you can, right? And then the idea of caring for your intuitive heart. So, looking at the idea that we all have those, like we all have the answers in us. We're all products, right? We're all manifestations of the same source. So I'm just going to put that energy into the cards. focusing on being in the know, knowing that to know is to be, right? Once you know, it's a real opportunity to know what you know. And I don't know about you, but I know about me. So, caring for our intuitive heart, trusting and having faith that we already have the answers and that we don't have to find them through other means or wait for the answers to come to fruition. There we go. Oh, and it's the lion spirit again. And the lion is telling us to be generous of spirit. So let's take a look. What does he have to say today? So lion spirit, be generous of spirit. The oracle message, a healthy ego means you ease God's order instead of God edging God out. So lion spirit, his appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your words to express your divine, authentic self in a unique way. You are both the king and the queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. Be proud yet humble, practice gratitude, and you will find that the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing what you have been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. Lion Spirit knows that there is a great savanna before you, and many who will benefit from the healthy expression of your unique set of gifts, if you choose to work in partnership with Spirit. All your relationships flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. And the protection message. Do you doubt that you can do much good? Are you stuck in a state of scarcity thinking? Who am I to lead, or who am I to step up in my dream? Who am I to have an amazing relationship? Who am I to think I can help? Lion Spirit is here to tell you that the antidote for low self-esteem is stepping into healthy pride. Of course, you can do all that you desire. The spark of Great Spirit lives inside you, and you are here to steward that amazing energy into the world. Lion Spirit knows that the Great Spirit invested in you so that you might be a channel for the Spirit's love and generosity. Take pride in your role, seeking to bring an abundance of love into the world. Perhaps you do much good already, but you're feeling unappreciated, wanting to hold back your gifts and hoard them for yourself. Maybe you were looking for attention and praise. Maybe you were even being generous with the expectation that you would be entitled to a repayment. Know that the real magic happens when you remember that there is always enough, and you are always enough. Give freely without agenda or expectation, and let Spirit remind you that in giving you receive. Then you will see that you are appreciated. Stop comparing yourself to others and seeing yourself as less than, for within you is a wellspring of generosity. So yesterday, the lion spirit came up as well, right? And I really appreciated that because I I had to do a thing. I had an appointment that I really wasn't, like, I was looking forward to in hope, but I wasn't looking forward to in action because of my previous experiences, right? And so I really had to let go and trust that it would work out for the best. And it was interesting because um, afterwards, I felt really proud of myself. But the lion spirit came back and said, be humble. Like, be prideful, right? But be humble about it. Which really helped me because sometimes it's hard to balance low self-esteem and high self-esteem, low worth and high worth. Sometimes it's really easy to mask our fear behind our faith, um, and sometimes it's easy to kind of rely on spirit too much, right? Because we feel like we don't have that same control. So it was really cool to sort of channel the lion spirit energy and really draw strength from that, because lions, like, are beasts. They're strong, they're quiet, they're graceful. um, so yeah, so I just love that message. I love that message in terms of today's quotes. Being able to sort of balance intuitive uh, ability, being able to balance like that sense of, especially in the context of trying to like love and help and support other people, right? It's really easy to want to take over for somebody who is in appearing as though they're suffering, but that doesn't help anybody. And in the end, right, it could hinder somebody's path, or waste their time, so to speak. So when it comes to nurturing ourselves, I really love the message behind the lion spirit. If any of this resonates with you and you want to follow up, please feel free to interact with this post or to subscribe to the channel. And again, I'm Angus Wright, and I go by Angus By Design, and this is just cultivating mindfulness and reflection. So even though it's a Satsang of One, I'm part of this world. I'm here right now, so I'm accessible. Please feel free to reach out. Namaste.